Special thanks to our guests, Judy Stokes and Mary Lou King, for being here telling us about the BYOB, Be Your Own Boss exhibition coming up to Bradley Square Mall next Saturday, a week from tomorrow. So go by 11 to 5. We're back, and we've got half of our movie guy combo here.
But it's the pretty half.
I was going to say, you know, it kind of goes without saying that Ryan is here. We're glad that the pretty half showed up.
There you go. And I am not Rob Alderman.
But you can be my Rob Alderman today.
Oh, I can be your Rob
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. See,
So.
just play off of Ryan like Rob does and just act
And let's
crazy.
be honest, you're really just like a more manly Rob Alderman.
Oh, that hurts.
No, that's a compliment to you.
Fun new stuff. We're off to a good start.
I tell
you.
I always wondered what it would be like to sit here with Rob and Ryan. Now I know.
Friday morning movie review or whatever we called it. We don't know what we called it.
We're Lights, Camera, Cleveland.
There you go.
You're our special guest.
And thank you for having me. You have a Facebook page before we get.
We do. We're at facebook.com/lightscameracleveland, or you can go to lightscameracleveland.com.
Yeah.
And we're also on Twitter at lightscamcleve.
Yeah, and it's just as much fun there as it is here, so go check them out.
That's what they tell me. I've not been.
Yeah, you've done it. I took your advice last week. Well, sort of.
Uh-oh.
No, I did. There was one movie out of all of them, I think, last week you said we should go see, and that wasn't it?
The Debt.
The Debt.
That's right.
I went to see it.
And did you like it?
I liked the movie. It was intense. It was out of the same. It was a true to life, I think, based on a true story.
Sure.
And it was kind of like one of the Bourne Identity series type things.
Really?
You know, a lot of intensity,
Love
a
the
lot
Bourne
of spy
movies.
stuff. I loved it. Great acting.
Did you find the accent to be tedious?
No.
Okay, because
not
there's
at
in a
all.
lot of the trailers, the accents seem very like not unrealistic, but just sort of just tedious,
Yeah.
like they're struggling to do them.
Yeah, and it was true to life. I mean, I felt like that they weren't throwing a lot of special effects or gimmicks at me. The things that they did were really believable. It's something you could believe that a real spy would do.
Sure.
I didn't like the ending.
Really?
It never did resolve.
Real life is never good like that.
I know. Real
There
life.
are no good, so it's based on a true story, which means real life's kind of just not going to be as good as you hoped.
But I would give it a half-hearted thumbs up. I liked the whole movie except the ending.
Dan likes the ride off into the sunset kind of movies.
Sure.
Yeah,
Well,
everybody was happily ever after. You got to resolve this thing.
Yeah. I have some good real life news for you.
Okay.
Your little movie, The Help, is the first film since July of last year to stay at the #1 spot in the box office for 3 weeks in a row.
Really?
And which also says something about the state of our box office right now, that no movie has been able to stay. 3 weeks is not a lot of time.
Right.
And The Help is the first movie to do it since inception.
That's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's a great movie. Every time I go, somebody's going in that I see. It has been that way for the last 3 weeks. Somebody, what are you going to go see? The Help.
Yeah.
And it happens every week.
And
when I go.
they're adding more screens every week that it's playing on too. So I look for it to be here another week or two at least on #1.
I finally got around to seeing Cars 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was either that or Contagion or Cars, so I chose Cars. We're going to talk about some movies now. I think
Sure.
Contagion's one of them.
We can talk about Contagion. Contagion is a new movie directed by Steven Soderbergh. He also directed all 3 of the Oceans movie, Oceans 11, 12, and 13. He also directed Aaron Brockovich. So he's got a little bit of diversity to his background. This movie stars Matt Damon and Kate Winslet and a bunch of other people that everybody recognizes. Jude Law is in it. It seems like just about everyone in Hollywood has shown up in little bit parts in this film. And it's about a worldwide mass epidemic. So what do we call mass epidemics? Is there a word for that?
Pandemic.
A pandemic?
Yeah.
So it's a pandemic.
She would
You
know.
heard that here first, folks.
Yeah, she's in healthcare. She would know.
See, and being in healthcare, I have to watch movies like this every now and then just to make sure.
You're checking the
Oh,
realism?
no.
Look
I'm
who
in
showed
trouble.
up. Look who showed up. I mean, he comes in late. He expects to sit down in the chair. I mean, what can you... Rob Alderman is standing off to the side.
I need to tell you something,
there he is.
Slinky. This morning I woke up and I went out and my brakes were cut. My wife's brakes were cut. My door was chained and there was a note from her saying, "I've always wanted to be on Lights, Camera, Cleveland." So I got up and I hopped in a different person's truck and I rode it to here the whole way saying, "I just need to be close to my amigo." Close to my amigo.
Well, come right on around here and
on
sit.
in,
Maybe you should join us.
How's that make you feel?
Perhaps a more uncomfortable situation you could find yourself in.
I'm not sure I could get more uncomfortable than what I was just saying.
I'm not sure you could either. That was even uncomfortable for us.
No, I'm not. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to sit here,
Okay.
and I'm not going to.
Rob is with us. Rob is with us.
Make sure that I'm sharing this a little bit there.
And let's continue. What are we talking
All right,
about?
well,
Contagion.
we're talking about Contagion. I think it's the only movie that's going to get a great this week.
You think so? What do you say, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What do you say, Michelle?
Great.
For those of you at home who are just joining us, I'm Ryan Fariselli, and this is my conjoined twin, Rob Alderman. We're from Lights, Camera, Cleveland. The next movie up is The Warrior. The Warrior starring Tom Hardy and Nick Nolte. And this is a movie, this is Rocky, except about mixed martial arts. And
Was that the one with the mechanical robots?
No.
that's a couple weeks.
Oh, a couple
That's a different,
Okay.
weird-looking
So
movie.
this is The Warrior
Is that Red
about-
Steel?
I don't know what that's called. That one's called. That one's called trying to do something that isn't a Wolverine movie.
Right.
But this is. I almost like this
weirdest
more
show
than
I've
anything we've ever
Glad
done.
you both wore blue today.
Your beard is tickling me.
I could just go back to sleep right here.
I could die. So that's very similar situations.
No, you know what the problem is with this movie? Is that it's a Nick Nolte movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's the biggest problem with this movie. But the other problem with this movie is the fact that it doesn't look very good.
Right.
Kind of like you leaning on.
But you know,
You don't think this looks good?
I think it looks. I think I've only made Rob more handsome.
I don't know about that. Hey, Joe, can we go back to that close-up of us? You don't like that?
It's not bad.
Well, they
You don't-
kinda
there's nothing you
match,
like about
You
that?
matched my shirt. That's
Yeah,
nice.
That's
I-
great.
I like. That's
Okay,
all
so
right.
The Warrior is a not so great.
Yeah, you know, The Warrior does have the Tom Hardy thing going for it. And Tom Hardy's kind of like Christian Bale. He's got this sort of
Right,
weird cult
right.
following that folks don't really understand.
Yeah.
You know, but he's got it. And it always makes me laugh because I always remember him as the little skinny guy that played young Picard in Star Trek Nemesis.
Yeah.
And now he's like this big, bad, you know, like beefy, you know, tough guy. He's playing Bane in the new Batman movie.
Right.
You know, but people love him. I don't get him, so I got.
I think the one thing is that I can't get over that, how handsome that is. But I think that the one thing, you know what, we should have done one of these things, where these...
So, let me tell you about this, Dan.
The one thing that I'll say about this film is it is the right film at the right time.
Right.
Oh, why is it the right time?
Well, because everybody loves mixed martial arts right now.
And Tom Hardy.
And Tom Hardy. So I think a lot of people go see this, but I don't think it's going to make it great.
Right.
So it's not going to be a great.
No.
Okay, we got 2 minutes.
That's all right. 2 minutes is way
tell-
too much time to talk about this last movie.
Oh, is that the last one? We actually got 4 minutes.
No, there's one more. The last one's called Bucky Lawson, and this one stars Nick Swardson, and it's about this goofy character with buck teeth who discovers that both his parents were porn stars, and he moves to Hollywood to follow in their footsteps.
Oh,
This is one of those wacky comedies where the main actor is in a lot of prosthetic makeup to look goofy like a cartoon.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if there was talking monkeys.
well, if there's talking monkeys, you know I got to go see
It's
it.
true.
That scares me.
So is that a great or a hate?
Oh, it's a hate. I think it looks dumb.
Yeah.
I give it a hate because I don't go see movies about pornography.
What's the rating on it?
You know, I think is it PG-13 or did it make an R?
How
Do you
could a
know?
movie about pornography be PG-13?
Well, I don't know that
That's
it's
a good
about
question.
pornography. I think the comedy is the idea that he's so goofy looking and cartoony looking,
Yeah.
and he's trying.
Yeah.
You know,
Right,
it's
yeah.
Kind of like Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. You know, where it was a PG or PG-13.
Right.
You know, it was about a male gigolo, but there wasn't really any, you know, anything.
No scene.
Yeah, there was nothing that really indicated.
Well,
that.
I give it a hate.
Yeah, I also give it a hate.
Okay, so 1 out of 3.
Correct.
Is that the way it is?
Yep.
So go see, which one was it?
The Help.
The Help.
Go see The Help.
The Help. Go see
That was 3 weeks ago. Go see The Help. And you could go see The Debt. It's a good movie. Don't just forget.
I'm going to
the
try
ending.
Contagion.
I'm not.
Or you could just go to Walmart and buy The Conspirator, because that's out on DVD and Blu-ray, and that was the best movie I've seen all year. And so I've just plugged it, and now everyone should go do that.
Or you could just go to Redbox, and for $1 you can buy something or get something.
That's true.
You know, I haven't done the Redbox yet. I'm going to do that.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
I just want to say I am so thrilled to have been part of Lights Camera Cleveland.
I'm
Even
good.
though
We'd like to invite you next week, and next week Rob will be on your shoulders.
I'm sizing it up.
Next week we'll try to get Rob a chair to set in, and next week Rob will try not to be late. And next year
I told you what happened, Daniel. This was a conspiracy.
It was sabotage.
I believe every word.
all me.
I believe every word.
You
Next
should.
week we want to talk to you about this little journey you're on. The same kind of journey.
Yeah.
Same kind of journey that our friend.
Which
goes on.
I'm not certain, but it may actually be contributing to why I'm forgetting things.
Could be. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
I haven't asked Joe about that
We'll
yet.
get a medical opinion on that.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for getting up and coming in late and making our morning very humorous. We appreciate it a lot.
Did anybody else feel like the last 4 minutes of this took forever? Normally Joe walks in here and is like, hurry up, we got to get off the air.
He has done that behind your back. He just said, cut. So we're going to cut. Thanks for joining us today. It's Friday. Enjoy the weekend. Get out there and enjoy the sunshine. It's going to be fun. Please cut to the wide shot. That's a little too uncomfortable for me. Rob and Ryan are always crazy.
His breath smells like bacon.
Oh.
It ought not
That's
to.
why he was
Cooked
late.
breakfast for him. We got to go. See you next time right here on Tennessee Down in the Spot.